Greetings, this is Chris from Tantalizing Tech. CES 2023 completed recently, and HP has unveiled some really exciting and new tech. This particular episode will only focus on the new OMEN 17 laptop. Ooh, ha, 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 ha. Please stick around until the end to see if the laptop is tantalizing. But first, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and I will do my best to personally reply to as many comments as I can. As I mentioned, we will now discuss the OMEN 17 laptop. This particular laptop comes in a variety of processor options. The first option for the OMEN laptop is the i9-13900HX processor with up to 5.4 gigahertz of speed, 36 megabytes of level 3 cache. The next option is the i7-13700HX processor with up to 5 gigahertz of speed, with 40 megabytes of level 3 cache. In addition, of course, being the OMEN laptop, it only comes in shadow black. In terms of this laptop, HP mentions that the OMEN has the latest NVIDIA GeForce RTX laptop GPU, but did not give the GeForce model type. In terms of memory, HP mentioned that this laptop has an option to come with DDR5 5600 dual channel memory and either a 32 gigabyte, which is two sticks of 16 gigabyte of RAM, or 16 gigabytes, which is two sticks of 8 gigabyte RAM. Another memory option is the DDR5 4800 memory with either 32 gigabytes, which is two 16 gigabyte sticks, or 16 gigabytes, which is two 8 gigabyte sticks. In terms of power and battery, HP mentions that this laptop supports fast charge with 50% charging in 30 minutes. In addition, for this laptop, HP mentioned that this laptop includes 330 watts of smart AC power adapter. Although HP did not give an exact value for battery life, they did mention that the 6-cell 83 watt hour long life battery supports HP fast charge. Here we have shown the right side of the HP OMEN 17 laptop. Going from left to right, we have the fan outlet and two USB Type A 5 gigabits per second ports. In terms of the left side of the laptop, we have a lot of ports in this selection. So I'm going to go from left to right and try to explain to you because there's some different options depending on what SKU that you choose for a model. On the left-hand side, as I mentioned, we have a power adapter port, an AC Smart Pen port, as it's called, a network jack, a USB Type A 5 gigabits per second port with HP Sleep and Charge, a mini display port, video port, and an HDMI 2.0 adapter. Now, if you happen to choose the SKU, which is the 17-CK2XXX option, You will get a USB Type-C Thunderbolt 4 port with charging, display, and 40 gigabytes per second rate. If you happen to choose the other SKU, which is the 17-CM2XXX SKU, you'll get a USB Type-C Thunderbolt 3 port with 40 gigabytes of speed and a USB Type-C 10 gigabits per second rate on that port. For both of the SKUs, you'll get a headphone microphone combination jack and a full-size SD card. In terms of the display options for the OMEN laptop, you have of course, in a 16 by 9 version with the 17.3-inch laptop, you have a QHD option with 2560 by 1440, 240 hertz, 3 megasecond response time, IPS, micro edge, low blue light, anti-glare, 300 nits, and also it does 100% of the sRGB. Another display option for the Omen, of course, in the 16 by 9 version for the 17.3-inch laptop, is a QHD option, which is a 2560 by 1440 display, 165 hertz, 3 microseconds of response time, IPS, micro edge, low blue light, anti-glare, 300 nits, and of course 100% sRGB. In terms of another display option for this laptop, we have a 16 by 9 version, 17.3-inch, of course, for this laptop, a QHD version with 1920 by 1080. In addition, it has 144 hertz, second megasecond response time, IPS, micro edge, low blue light, anti-glare, 300 nits, 100% sRGB, and is flicker free. And with all of the screens, display options, it has an 84.65 screen to body ratio. In addition, HP mentions that there's a maximum of 2 terabytes of M.2 PCIe NVE Gen 4 standard or encrypted SS drive options available for this laptop. In terms of storage, as I mentioned before, this laptop comes with 2 terabytes of PCIe NVMe TLC 4x4 SSD option. You could also get this laptop configured with the 1 terabyte of PCIe NVMe TLC 4x4 SSD. Another option is the 512 gigabyte PCIe NVMe TLC 4x4. And another option is the 2 by 512 gigabyte PCIe NVMe TLC M.2 SSD in a 4x4 array. When talking about connectivity, HP includes the Intel Wi-Fi 6E 2x2 AX211 option. There is also the Intel Bluetooth 5.3, which supports gigabit. Furthermore, there's also the Realtek Wi-Fi 6E 2x2 option. In addition, there's the Realtek Bluetooth 5.3, which also supports gigabit data rate. As we mentioned before, we're showing a different aspect of the left-hand side of the Omen laptop. In particular, going from left to right, we have the power adapter port, which is also the AC smart pin, the network jack, a USB Type A 5 gigabits per second HP sleep and charge capability port, a mini display port, video port, and an HDMI 2.0 adapter. Now, as I mentioned before, if you have the 17-CK2XXX SKU, you'll get a USB Type-C Thunderbolt 4 port with charging display and 40 gigabytes per second data rate. If you choose the 17-CM2XXX SKU, you'll get a USB Type-C Thunderbolt 3 port with 40 gigabytes of speed and a USB Type-C 10 gigabits per second rate. In terms of both SKUs, you'll definitely get the headphone microphone combination jack and also a full-size SD card. On the right-hand side of the Omen laptop, going from left to right, we have a fan outlet and we have two USB Type A 5 gigabits per second port. Want to know is basically, is this Omen laptop tantalizing? And before we decide if the HP OMEN 17 is tantalizing, I remind you to subscribe in the comment section and put in the comment section, I subscribe. And I will do my best to reply to as many comments as possible. And now, without further ado, we want to know if the HP OMEN 17 laptop is tantalizing. And the verdict is in. Yes, the HP OMEN 17 laptop is tantalizing. The reason that this laptop is detailed in the table that we have here. On the left-hand side of the table, we have tantalizing features. In the center column, we have monotonous features. And in terms of the right column, we have unalluring features. So in terms of this table, I'll let you go through and pause the video to look at some of the monotonous or unalluring features of the laptop, but I'll concentrate on the tantalizing features. And in terms of the tantalizing features, it includes an Intel i9 13900HX processor with up to 5.4 gigahertz of speed, 36 megabytes at level 3 cache. In addition, it also has memory options of a DDR5 5600 dual channel memory and either a 32 gigabyte, which is two sticks of 16 gigabytes of RAM, or 16 gigabytes, which is two sticks of 8 gigabytes RAM. It also has an option for a little slower memory of DDR5 4800 dual channel memory and either a 32 gigabyte configuration with two sticks of 16 gigabytes of RAM or a 16 gigabyte option with two sticks of 8 gigabytes RAM. As mentioned before, I have tantalizing features on the left, monotonous features in the center column, and unalluring features on the right column. In terms of video, this Omen laptop comes in a 16 by 9 version for all of the display options, and of course for a 17.3-inch laptop. But the first option is a QHD 2560 by 1440 display with 240 hertz, 3 microseconds of response time, IPS, micro edge, low blue light, anti-glare, 300 nits, and 100% of the sRGB. In terms of the second option, there's a QHD option with 2560 by 1440. It includes 165 hertz, 3 megaseconds of response time, IPS, micro edge, low blue light, anti glare, 300 nits, and also 100% sRGB. In terms of audio, HP includes the Bang & Olufsen dual speakers with DTS and HP Audio Boost 2.0. Furthermore, for connectivity, HP includes options for Intel Wi-Fi 6E 2x2 AX211. Also, Realtek Wi-Fi 6E option in the 2x2 array option. For Bluetooth, HP includes Intel Bluetooth 5.3 supporting gigabit data rate, and also the Realtek Bluetooth 5.3 supporting gigabit data rate. For graphics, HP includes the latest NVIDIA GeForce RTX laptop GPU. And even though we don't have a specific GeForce model type number, with all of the tantalizing features, this laptop is still tantalizing. As mentioned before, we have the tantalizing features on the left, the monotonous features in the center column, and unalluring features on the right-hand side. I'll go over the tantalizing features. The HDMI port for this laptop is an HDMI 2.0 port. Also, this laptop has USB Type-C Thunderbolt 4 ports with the 17-CQ, I'm sorry, 17-CK2XXX SKU. Also, this laptop has a headphone microphone combination port. And you might say, hey, Chris, why is this tantalizing? Well, a lot of laptop manufacturers are taking this away from laptops. So therefore, you have to carry around adapters to have a headphone or microphone connected. Also, HP provides fast charging with this laptop with 50% charging in 30 minutes and includes a 330 watt smart AC power adapter. Furthermore, there's other tantalizing features, as I mentioned. It gives you options of a 2 terabyte PCIe NVMe TLC 4x4 SSD, a 1 terabyte PCIe NVMe TLC 4x4 SSD, and it includes a per key RGB backlit keyboard option or a 4-zone RGB backlit keyboard option. So again, I want to thank you for watching Tantalizing Tech. I have been your host, Chris. And once again, I wanted to remind you to subscribe if you feel that this video is tantalizing. Leave a comment saying I subscribe, and I will do my best to personally reply to as many comments as I can. Wow, now that was tantalizing. Thank you.